Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial where you will learn how to add procedural ivy to any object you like. So the first step is to install the free add-on called Blender Kit. So you need to go online and search for Blender Kit and click on the first link, and here you will see the button Download Blender Kit. You click on the Download Blender Kit and click again on this button. Here are the instructions on how to install the add-on, which I will show you shortly. So just click on Blender Kit Download, and here you'll see that there is a zip file. So after you downloaded the zip file, go to the Blender Preferences, click on Install, and just like every other add-on, you need to find your zip file and click on Blender Kit. So it's .zip. So install add-on. I've already installed it, so here it is. So you can see the Blender Kit Online Asset Library, and the next step would be to log into your account. So you need to make an account. And after you make the account and log in, you'll have a free plan. So you can subscribe and the premium version or paid plan, but it won't be necessary for this tutorial. So let's see now, for example, let us see what the new models. Let us search for some new models. And you click free first, so you can filter the results. For example, we can maybe add an ivy on this house, or maybe on this scan rubbish truck. So, or we can actually add it to this modular shed. It's rated 10, so it's let us see, this is high quality modular shed with interior and works with cycles and Eevee. Okay, that's good for us. So we can just click on it, and the Blender Kit will automatically download the house. We'll change our engine, at least if you didn't already, to cycles and GPU or CPU compute. I will use GPU compute, so I've put 32 samples for my viewport, just for it to be quicker. And for the render samples, you can increase them whatever you like. So, but don't go too high. Okay, so yeah, by the procedural ivy. So we are searching again in Blender Kit. So type in just ivy and click on this I button to show the results, and you will see procedural ivy generator. So as you can see, generating procedural ivy on any object, you need to add another object as origin of the ivy and tweak the parameters. So okay, I will show you that shortly. So for now, just click on the procedural ivy generator, and then move your origin point on your house. So let us see first how the house looks. I'm using Pro Lightning Skies Ultimate HDRI add-on from Blender Guru, and this is what it looks like. So the house model is pretty nice and realistic. Okay, so I placed the 3D cursor on the house, and the next step would be to add ivy modifier on the house. So you need to select your model and go to this wrench tab click on add modifier menu and click on geometry nodes. So this will appear, and then you need to click on this drop down menu and click IV generator V1. Okay, so now we need to have a second object, which will be IV origin, and this procedural IV geometry node already has an example object. So as you can see, if you hide our house, this is what you get, and you need to drag. You can drag the shape here near the house, and this is an example object. Okay, so you just need to select here the origin of the IV geometry node, select example object. Okay, so example object, and as you can see, if you have your object near the house, it'll automatically apply, the IV will apply to the house. So now we just need to tweak a few parameters. You can hide this example object from the viewport and from the render also, and you can hide this origin sphere as well. So let's just see what our IV looks like. So as you can see, if we hit the render button, now it looks like this. It looks good for the beginning, but we will adjust the settings for it to look better. So we can play around with these settings here. For example, if we wanted the IV to grow, then we just need to slide this grow parameter, and as you can see, the IV will go and cover almost all the whole object. So you can adjust it to your own liking. So I will put it somewhere around 0.5, and we can we have a stem material and leaf material, so we can adjust scale. So we can maybe increase start scale and end scale, let's say 2, and end scale 2.5 maybe. Okay, so now we have more ivy, and scale offset, maybe we can randomize a bit. Okay, we can randomize, maybe not randomize, but increase change scale offset. We can also change the seed, maybe for it to look more random. Then we can increase the start scale also, so maybe 0.1 to 1. Okay, it looks good for now. We have a leaf type. I think we need to leave that on a 1 or 2. 2 is without leaves, yeah. So you can choose 1 or 0. So whatever leaf type you want. Let's see how this leaf type looks. Yeah, it looks realistic, very realistic. Let's now switch to the leaf type 1. Leaf type 1 is a bit smaller. Leaf type 0 is wider, so it depends on your liking and your needs, but you can also, we'll leave that and type 0 for now. You can also play around with the leaf density. So if you want, let's say for example 1000, that'll remove some of the leaves. If you want, for example, I think that 3000 is okay, so it looks like really abandoned, I don't know, abandoned shed. So you can also play with the leaf minimum and maximum scale. You can actually decrease the scale, the stem scale, yeah, and end scale maybe 2, okay. And I think that yeah, we now have a realistic ivy on a shed. So you can see it looks very pleasing and realistic. What's most important. And yeah, that's how we make a realistic ivy for free, so completely for free. So you need to install the Blender Kit add-on and log into a free account and click on free first when you search for ivy, and the Blender Kit will show you the procedural ivy generator, which you can apply on any model that you like. So that's it for today, guys, and see you in the next tutorial.